That's mellow ball right there. We got mellow. We sweat it out. Sweat it to the end.
Sheesh. Welcome to another episode of Wager Chasers, the only sports betting show that finally gets its full cast back. Gentlemen, how are y'all feeling today?
We good.
Hey.
Got Cheezo in the motherfucking building.
Hey, big cheese, not the little cheese, bitch.
Going on,
We got Debo in the motherfucking building.
Pie y'all, ho.
Did you get popped last night or did you go home?
I took my fucking ass. I was asleep by 9 o'clock, bro.
Oh, so you left the same time I did.
Yeah, bro. Like 30 minutes after you left, bro. I was asleep.
For the people that don't live in Phoenix, there's this place called Samsara. I was just actually talking to my boy Cheezo about it. And, man, that place is popping on the Sunday night. Oh, my God.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't go there every Sunday. That's insane.
You can't?
No. That's like that's a once a month, maybe once every 2 months to say hello and be out by 8:30.
Oh yeah. Fuck that. I'm there every Sunday. Fuck.
Yeah. That's why you're here. That's why you're late every show.
No, I'm not, bro. I was in bed by 9:30 last night.
Which you're normally late.
You're late.
You're late.
Wager Chasers, we late, bitch.
Cheezo, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah. You been late. Where the fuck you been?
Late as if you show up. I ain't been in the bit. I've been working, brothers. Been working.
Yeah, sure.
On his road to $1 million.
Hey.
All right. Well, look. I'm glad to have the whole cast back. I think it's time to get started. There's some crazy things that have been happening in the world of sports. We're gonna get into it with the recap of what happened from yesterday and since our last show or last Monday. It's kind of crazy because there's a lot of things that have happened, but because we're so spoiled with news having to be so immediate, like we kind of forget of a few things. Mm-hmm. But let's just get into it, man. Let's go to the first slide. NFL. As reported, the Packers were officially the team that did not want the tush push, and has proposed it over to the league. And apparently, once it was presented, they got a lot of pushback from acquired sources. They basically, when this issue was brought up, you got kind of like 50% was wanting it to be banned, and the other 50% was like fought it to not. Which is really interesting, right? Because it wasn't, we say, oh, it was the Packers that were the haters here, but essentially, there's a big portion of the league that actually feels very indifferent on this topic. As of right now, there's obviously no decision has been made, but it's kind of on a 50-50 swing. So, gentlemen, I know that I've asked this question before, but I'll ask it again with these new, in updates. How do you feel about the tush push being banned? Cheezo.
I think it's stupid. I mean, it's football, bro. You got to defend, bro. Like, it's like, imagine when fucking 60 years ago when they got through the first pass. Hey, he's not supposed to do that.
Right. Yeah.
No, motherfucker. Figure it out. Go to the drawing board and stop it. You know what I mean? Has anyone got hurt? Has anyone died? Nothing. Like, bro, they're just It's basically 1960s football, bro. It's just an old play from back in the days. That works, bro. Just adjust to it. That's the best part of sports is adjusting, not tapping out. That's just a tap out move to me.
Debo.
Man, let me start off saying this. The Packers, they some pussies for this. They some pussies for this. Y'all want to cry because y'all got y'all ass pushed around all fucking game. And y'all got y'all sorry ass, look, pussy ass niggas. But get rid of that bullshit. Man, that shit, I told you already, like I said before, that shit is just boring as shit, like Chizo said, from the 60s. It's 2025. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to watch a whole bunch of tush pushing. I don't want to watch a whole bunch of pro wrestling. I don't want to watch a whole bunch of rugby style football shit. Like, I don't want to see that shit, man. I want to see some go deep, throw the ball. I want to see a lot of high energy passing plays. I want to see a lot of offense. I don't want to see that shit, man. Shit whack. It's like rugby, bro. It's a different game. That's a different game. That's not modern day football.
I love it.
I mean, yeah, I think
keep everybody on their toes.
I say just keep it. Look, the league has had this forever. What's the reason? I don't think this is a good enough reason to take it out just because a few teams know how to actually utilize this play when the situation arises. You can't stop it. Then you need to talk to your defense to figure it out.
Or watch rugby. If you can't take it that much, go watch rugby. Because I guarantee you, if you watch rugby, they're stopping the tush push.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go watch. I mean, call one of the legends, man. Call Nick Saban. I heard he retired. Maybe he tell you. He might give you something.
Or hire a bunch of sumo wrestlers.
That's
for just that play alone.
That's the problem. Ain't no D tackles.
And call it a day. I mean, just keep it. Just keep it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's just bad for also too, it's bad for the defensive line. Like, you got probably tons of pressure getting put in on one spot. One of those defensive linemen fall back, rolling ankle or something, they get ran over.
Ain't nobody got hurt from it yet.
It's like an elephant. It's like an elephant going right up the middle. Like, bro, that's crazy,
okay. What's the difference between a tush push and run and dive? Same shit. Running the dive play.
No, because they're pushing somebody. So it's my force. So if all three of us are pushing on this wall right here, that's 3 times the force. A dive play is just one person coming at you.
No. I'm talking about O-line and D-line. There's nothing different from when we go in the goal line and we hand that bitch off to the fullback or the running back. It's all the same.
No, I'm not talking about that because it's just, it's not the same because it's just one person.
It is the same.
No, it's not. We're just talking about one person running the ball. We're not talking about two or three people behind them pushing.
It don't matter. It don't matter if it's you running the ball or Xander running the ball. For the O-line and D-line and the touch put, you talking about D-linemen getting hurt from their knees and their ankles. There's nothing different from a touch push to goal line inside zone or any type of just running straight ahead. There's nothing different.
Yes, it is. Because listen, we talking about pushing somebody, pushing people. 2 or 3 people pushing everybody in one direction.
Your question was, you think the D linemen are going to get hurt. I'm telling you, if you take the tush push out and you just line up on the goal line and we run just inside zone, any type of dive, straight ahead play, it's the same shit.
Bro, no, it's not. We talking about force all in one spot. Right. That's just one run. That's just one run to play man to man. We're not talking about man to man. We're talking about 3 people.
It's not man to man. You're getting multiple double teams.
And the tush push
you're getting multiple.
And the tush push is not. It's 47 people going in one direction.
It's not 47 people, bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro.
It's 11. Each team has 11 guys on the field.
Force equals mass time acceleration.
Same way. Why you think? What's the team that stopped the tush push? Was it the Redskins? If you notice. They had two guys in it. They had 2 guys lined up like this, and then a middle linebacker, and then the rest of the defense all pushed in. What we gonna stop it? No, there's ways of stopping it.
It's too much force on the ball.
How?
Bro. I just told you.
There's not an extra player.
Bro, there's people all pushing in one direction.
Okay, and what about the 11 people pushing off?
No, pushing off? What do you mean? You don't know which way they're going.
How do you not know which way they're going? They only go forward. He grabs it and then he pushes in. He ain't go left. He don't go right. He goes straight.
Yes, he does. He goes left or he goes right.
No, look. So listen. I mean, if I'm understanding this correctly, he's just saying, look, if a running back or if it's a quarterback, he's just going to go and sneak it by himself is very different than when you have like a fullback or someone behind the quarterback also pushing his force behind him.
2 or 3 people
It
pushing.
doesn't-
I think it's usually one,
He's
but
not
sure.
Force.
I don't know how many hands can go. How many people can go behind
First
one
of all,
person, but
in
it's
a
usually
toothbrush,
just one.
It's 1 or 2. That's it.
That,
and listen-
that goes
Be lined
behind.
up 3 people behind sometimes.
Okay, if I'm the quarterback and I'm gonna sneak it, usually there's someone right behind me.
At least one
as
person.
as
At
I'm
least.
to push me.
It don't make
that's
you right.
that's the
'cause you're
argument.
raising your voice. It don't really make you right.
Bro,
Fuck.
At least, like, no,
no,
bro.
it don't make you right because what you're saying, I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm saying that we're pushing people and it's a whole bunch of force
It's
going in one
not
direction.
all right, yeah,
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
you're right.
All right. Ultimately, you say get rid of
And
it.
it's bad, it is bad for the game. Like, there's no skill
How is
behind
it
that.
bad? How?
Because there's no skill behind that.
It's a fucking gladiator
That's
game.
rugby.
It's strength.
There's no skill behind that.
So what? Rugby don't got skill?
There's no skill behind that play.
All right, bro.
That's just a man. Oh, I'm gonna push you niggas all the way to the kingdom
That's what the
come.
fuck it's about. That's why they spend so much money on these big guys. They want big guys.
Bro, just
for
because
their
you raise your
strength.
voice don't mean you're right.
All right, you're right.
All right. Ultimately, I
Get rid
say
of that shit.
you say get rid of it. Me and Chizo, keep that shit. Fuck y'all. Get prepared. Prepare it. Talk to your defense.
Pussy ass
talk to
Packers.
talk to your pussy ass Packers and suck it up.
Yeah, pussies.
Next slide. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys forgot, this seems like it's old news, but Russell Wilson is now a Giant, which is incredible to me because they just signed Jameis Winston 5 days prior to that for a 2-year deal. Russell gets a 1-year deal for $20 million, 10 and a half of it is guaranteed. Do we like this move for the Giants?
Yes, because he's way better than what the
Jameis
fuck?
Winston?
No, he's better than Winston, but he's also
Daniel
better
Jones?
Daniel fucking Jones. Like this is an upgrade.
Bro,
for them.
my mama's better than Daniel Jones.
bro.
I mean, any other quarterback is better than Daniel Jones.
Of course, it's an upgrade for them, and I think he's probably the best player, the best quarterback that they could have probably got. Right now is Russell Wilson. Like as far as like the free agents, so I think it's a great move. But let me ask you this: why can't Russell Wilson stick with one team? He's been like with 5 different teams in the past few years.
I mean, towards the tail end of his career, I think that's kind of the normal thing towards any tail end of someone's career. Like they kind of just go get a bag and use them for. You can't make any long-term commitments to Russ,
Oh, okay.
or like
because
to a
he's-
quarterback as old as he is.
So, okay, it's because of his age, you think?
What do you think? I mean, what's your take on it, Chizo?
It's the market. But I think it's a good move for the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, who would you guys rather have? Would you guys rather have Winston as the lead quarterback or Russell Wilson?
Man, Russell Wilson. We already talked about this. Jameis Winston ain't gonna do nothing but throw a million fucking touchdowns. I mean, yeah, a million interceptions. He's gonna throw a gang of touchdowns though. He's gonna fire that bitch up. But it's gonna get down to a critical play in the game. And he's gonna make the dumbest fucking pass. He's just gonna sling that bitch, interception, or do some crazy shit, bro. I don't like Jameis Winston. Not to be an elite quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but he's not elite because of his decision making. So Russell Wilson all day. Russell Wilson, you see when he came in with the Steelers, he was making passes like, he was dropping dimes.
Yeah, right when
Like-
he started, yeah.
Yeah,
I think towards the end of the season, things started kind of shaking up for him.
Yeah, because like my boy Cheese always say, the tape came out on him. You know what I mean? And they start shutting shit down and stopping shit that they like to do. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's a chess game in the football. Whenever I do something, you got to match it or try to, you know what I mean? Or figure something else out. And they just figured them out. But Russell Wilson is a hell of a talent.
Chizo, what do you think? Winston or
No, I like Russ. I mean, Super
Russ?
Bowl. Russ is way better. I wouldn't say way better, but Russ. Well, I like Russ.
I gotta go against the grain here. I'm not gonna argue with you that saying that Russell that Winston is a better quarterback than Russell, but I think that something that the Giants might need is like, I feel like they might. I would kind of like treat it a little bit how the Steelers treated the Justin Fields Russell Wilson situation last year, where they kind of threw in Justin for a few games and then go ahead and put Russ there, just because there's really not that many. There's not that high of an expectation. As long as you can win more than, what was it, like 4 games that they won last year, 5 games?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, then you're good. You know what I'm saying? So let Winston go out there and play 4 or 5 games, and who fucking knows? You might be surprised that this guy might actually do some things, and then bring Russell at the end. Especially he's only there for a year anyway. You're not really in there to really keep him. I actually still believe that the Giants still draft a quarterback in this situation. I mean, they kind of bought themselves some time. I think they bought themselves a year if they think that next year is going to have a better quarterback class.
Yeah.
Then in this situation right now keeps the Giants occupied for a couple years as far as like their fan base.
Yeah, it makes them look like they're doing something.
Yeah, sure. Hey,
Yeah.
we don't like this. We'll hire more offensive line or maybe some defense here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got some decent, offensive weapons already.
What about this scenario? They draft Sador and let Russell Wilson and Winston groom him.
I mean, that's dope.
What about that?
I like that. I mean, I like that.
Yeah,
Now here's the thing: will the Giants draft a black quarterback?
They just got two. Hell yeah, they just got 2 black.
Draft
quarterbacks.
is very different than just picking someone up from free agent because you're
Yes.
desperate.
When was the last black Giants quarterback that started game?
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith. Okay.
I think it was Geno Smith.
I don't think Geno.
Black's quarterback that started?
Geno wasn't never with the Giants.
Is it the Jets?
With the Jets.
Oh,
It was-
Maybe
nice.
the boy that was at Minnesota, Tyrone Taylor or whatever.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. So it's been a long time.
It wasn't Geno?
Oh, Geno was with the Jets.
He was with
Why
the
am I
Jets.
fucking? I swear
Oh, Geno's with the Jets.
Nice, Tyrod.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, but that was years ago. Sheesh.
I feel like I'm in.
I don't know though. Maybe
I
they
feel like
might,
I'm in a twilight zone.
Yeah,
But
maybe
I
they-
swear I saw Geno in the
maybe they
fucking
might
Giants
be maybe they
uniform.
might be changing their mind or something about black quarterbacks over there in New York. I don't freaking know.
I think I said, look,
They've always had
What's
they
that?
have multiple black backup quarterbacks. They just won't. When you draft the quarterback in the first
that's
round,
because you're making a long-term commitment
Yeah.
with one.
These
Right.
are just
Picking one up
These are
because you
just-
need a quarterback is like
Yeah.
that's just like going to like the swap meet and trying to like grab scraps
Man, I mean times changing.
because you need one.
Times is changing. Plus, on top of that, bro, imagine how many fucking Shador Sanders jerseys gonna sell just off of the name. Now we're looking at this as a business. I need him as my
Giants
quarterback.
don't care about
Yeah, the
that.
Giants. That's what I'm saying. Giants are not really
Yeah, I know
big
that.
on that. They're not like the Cowboys.
I know. I'm just saying times change. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
My bad.
bro. No, that's all. Times change. You never know.
All right, I say just to kind of revert back. I want to give Jameis Winston a chance. I think the best way to do that is by letting him start at least the beginning of the season, and then let Russell finish it, and be a true back to Russ. You know
Hell
what I mean?
no, bro. You don't do that. You start Russell Wilson. Let Winston back him up. If you want to win,
I don't. I mean, I'm not looking at the Giants to be a Super Bowl contender. So at least let the guy that you're paying to, $8 million do his thing.
Man,
That's all.
over the
That's
guy
it. That's it. That's all. That's for me.
Over the guy that you paid $20 million. No, you got to.
I'm just saying, like, no one here. Okay, let me ask you guys: are the Giants going to the Super Bowl next year?
I mean, you never know.
The answer is no. The answer is no.
You never know.
No. The answer is no.
You don't know.
Oh yeah, the Giants beating the Chiefs.
Fuck no.
Are the
don't.
Giants?
You
Are the
don't.
Giants beating?
The Giants
don't
won't.
know.
The Giants won't fucking make.
Are the Giants beating the
playoffs.
Cowboys?
Hell yeah.
If we sat,
Are the Giants beating the fucking
You never
Redskins?
The only team
know.
that's
You
gonna beat
never
is the
know.
Cowboys.
If we sat here last year, motherfuckers was like, the Redskins going to the fucking NFC Championship game, you niggas was like, I bet my whole fucking life. You never fucking know in football. It's not like basketball where you know who has a real chance. Football is different, bro.
All right.
Yeah, any given Sunday, any team has a chance.
All right, you
We'll know
make a
after
point.
we'll know after like week 4 or 5.
You know
Who-
by
who-
week 6, you know
Or
who,
week 6, yeah, you know who legit or not.
All right.
I'll
Next
give
slide.
you that.
Another signing that happened this past weekend. We got Stephon Diggs headed to the Patriots. The man signed a 3-year deal, $69 million with $26 million guaranteed. How does this change? Does this really change anything for the Patriots?
No, I don't think so. Shit, like they still need a freaking quarterback. I don't give a fuck who they got. I don't care if they go back in time and get prime Jerry Rice.
I don't know. I like the boy that they had. What was his name?
Drake May.
No, not Drake May.
Drake May's a starting quarterback.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm saying I was talking about the other guy, but anyway,
Other guy.
the black dude.
Oh, Milton Jones.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he was nice. Yeah, he
I
was nice.
like him for this team.
I like him too, but he ain't did shit. So we'll see. Like I said, it don't matter if they go back and get prime Jerry Rice. If they don't got a fucking somebody that can
The thing is that the Patriots
matter.
don't have a receiving. This is it. They literally spent all their money on their receiving core. Stephon Diggs. I don't like who else is on the receiving core? Like he's gonna have to catch 200 balls.
Right.
Three of them, 300 every this year. He's gonna have 500 targets.
Is Stephon Diggs in his prime?
He's like he's just coming off of an ACL injury.
Oh, he is. Yeah. I don't understand it.
That just feels weird to me.
Man, but you got to understand this. Teams do stuff like this to make it seem like they making moves for the fan base, bro. It's just all propaganda. It don't really mean shit.
That's a very expensive propaganda for $69 million.
Yeah, I know, but it just make it seem like they're doing something.
I mean, they just gonna have to draft like receivers, like high end.
Yeah,
But they also need a fucking offensive line.
Yeah, they do, bro. That's what
You can't protect the quarterback. Like, what's more important here?
the receivers.
Drake May's gonna be running for his life, but he might have weapons, but then he don't even have any time to throw it to them.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? How you feel about this whole is this changing anything for the Patriots, Chizo?
I mean, yeah, man. You got a young quarterback you believe in. You bring in a proven guy, a proven number one. It's better than a draft pick because you don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get when you draft a guy. You don't know if he's gonna be able to play. You don't know by going. You get a number one, then you draft a couple of young guys. They do have a good. They don't have a great offensive line. They have a good offensive line. They drafted the last 3 years O-line. Remember, they thought Mac Jones was their guy. So they already prepped for Mac Jones. That's why they got the running back game. They got tight ends. They got a good tackle. So now they need a number one receiver. So you draft a guy like Diggs, and he becomes a bridge guy for someone else. You know, he becomes a bridge guy for your number two or whoever you is. So I think it's a good pick. Now the money, I wouldn't have gave him that much money just because he's coming off an injury. But when Diggs is healthy, he's a top 5 receiver in the league.
Got it.
Yeah. Age or nothing. Nowadays, with the way these guys are taking care of their bodies, 31, 32 years old is nothing for some of these guys. And then it's a 3-year deal. He'll be 35 when the contract is done. I think it's a solid. I probably would have took $10 million off just because he's coming off injury. But when healthy,
Less space.
he's one of them.
Less space. All right. Well, I mean, I think, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the Giant. I mean, with the Patriots ended the record right with 4 wins last year. You know, so I mean, do they get more than 4 wins with this addition here?
I think so. I mean, they like their quarterback. Drake May took off the last 6-7 weeks of the season. He started off rough as most rookies do. Then the last 6, I think he had like 3 or 4 300-yard games the last couple of games of the season.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
So he started picking up. He understands the offense. You bring a guy like Mark Vrabel in, they're going to try to be aggressive, run the ball, play better defense. So I like where they're going. I'm not saying they're a championship team, but I do see them. I see them in that the pack of guys attacking a wild card.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They headed in the right direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think outside of Buffalo,
I think we're gonna have to see what they draft and.
outside of Buffalo, they're I don't like Miami. I think Miami's about to sell here. So, and Patriots are probably the second best team in that division.
Okay. Yeah. Next slide. College football. Checks are just being cashed all the way around in sports. Fucking Deion Sanders. Coach Deion ends up getting a 5-year, $54 million extension with Colorado.
Ooh.
I mean, my man is...
He got that bang.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Pops is getting the bag first, and then it's gonna be his son.
His sons, for sure.
Right. This actually makes Deion Sanders one of the highest paid college coaches in the country. Is anyone here disappointed that he did not go to the NFL? It's just are you guys like happy that he's staying with Colorado, or is it they're like any of us here like, oh man, I wish we had Deion in the NFL with his son type of thing?
You know what? I think
Kind of like the LeBron, but maybe not as forced.
you know what? It's weird because I kind of wanted him to go to the NFL. You know what I mean?
Why?
Just because it's Deion Sanders and I want to see him in the NFL. But I think where he's at right now in college, I think it's the best thing for him. You know what I'm saying? Live his legacy. And I like where he came from, and I think he deserves all of that money that he got. You know, he came from Jackson. Where was he at? Jackson State?
Yeah.
And grinded all the way up. You know, turned that program around. Went to Colorado, turned that program around. He's a proven coach and a leader and a father. You know what I mean? A public figure. And he also is like, you know, somebody that you can look up to. He's a motivator. Like, all of that is important, especially to the young kids. So I think he could be more effective as a college coach than an NFL coach. But I want to see him in the NFL just because it's Deion Sanders. But I like the direction that he's going and where he's taking it and what he's doing.
Chizo, what do you think?
About the contract or about him going?
I think the question was, is anyone here just disappointed that he did not become an NFL coach?
Not at all.
You happy that he stayed in college?
Yeah. I mean, NFL game ain't for everybody, man. Deion Sanders is a motivator. He's a motivator. He's a role model to kids. I mean, to young adults. Cause ain't no more kids in college. Young adults. I don't think he'll do well in the NFL. I don't think he'll do well in the NFL. I think the reason Deion's doing so well in college is because he knows what it takes to go to the league. He could be more of like the word I'm looking for, like when these guys are trying to go to the league.
A mediator.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but when you're in the league, these guys are rich, man. These guys are paid. They ain't looking for no role model. Half the times these dudes don't really care about football anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to get that check.
Yeah, that's
where in college they're still
hungry.
Dudes are still getting paid, but I don't think he'll be good. I don't know I'm not saying he'll be bad in the league. I just think right now, today, Deion is doing well in college football. I think he needs to stay right there. And I know everyone's excited that he got $50 million. That's not enough. It's not enough. Deion should have been the highest paid. And I'm not saying that because of Coach Prime, but if you go look at the numbers on what he's done for that university, they should have made him the highest paid player. If you go, you can Google this. You can look it up. Before Deion was at Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, on a home game was making $11 million a weekend. A weekend. That's what they were making. Which for a major Division I, that is fucking horrible.
Peanuts.
Right? A weekend. $11 million in a weekend. Yeah. Right now, on just Saturday, not the weekend, we're just talking about Saturday.
The day of.
The day of, they're making a little bit under $127 million.
Oh my God.
A day, and that we're just talking about the city.
Right.
Yeah. Another thing, before he got there, it was just a good look. It was good, right? The private jet airport, they had to move it. Basically, they're building a new airport for private jets because
so it's like so many people are coming.
So many people are coming, and they just don't have space for, like, let's say
for the jets,
for these jets to
park. Yeah.
Right. So now you come in, drop you off, and then they'll go to the next city.
Oh, so they have to like go somewhere else.
They have to go somewhere else, and it's not convenient because there's so many stars coming in town, right? It's just if you want to read some wild shit, read up on Boulder, Colorado's economy since Deion's got there. Everything's booming. So
this guy single-handedly turned the economy of Colorado.
But hold on, I gotta say this,
around.
but not just Colorado, but just college football. Period. Like
I wouldn't say college football. Let's say where he's at.
No,
for sure.
No, I'm saying that too though. But at the same time though, he also increased the the viewership. Like
he increased the viewership for
the school,
Colorado.
Yeah, for the school.
College football itself, that bubble, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting more TV time.
Colorado is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Colorado,
than they never have.
But the thing about it is, I was going out of my way, me personally, I was going out of my way
To go watch it.
to watch some Colorado games.
For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
That's
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
talking
That's what
about.
I'm saying.
That's what we're saying
Yeah.
too.
That's what I mean.
He's giving Colorado the buzz where people are checking in. Like I got a buddy who bought fucking Colorado T-shirts and I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's did that for Colorado, but
And Colorado and college football. So if because listen, the past few years I'm not a huge college football fan. I
Yeah.
got college football teams that I like, but I've been going out of my way to watch college football because of Deion Sanders and watch some Colorado's games.
which is understandable. But the spectrum of college football itself
Oh, it's huge.
is
yeah,
so
it's
Oh,
big.
yeah, it's huge
He's-
every year.
Him and his fans and you got to say, and the people who hate him, his haters, they're like a grain of salt compared to the college football bubble. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
For the
sure.
college football bubble, Colorado and them, they're like a grain of salt. But for that whole state, everyone's making money. It ain't just Boulder,
Yeah.
right? Now you got to pay for your bro.
But
everybody's
Everybody's
making
eating.
money in that state.
But you know what though? What we're not thinking about, because I'm looking this up right here. The highest paid, who's the highest paid football college football coach?
That guy
it's-
from Alabama, isn't it?
No, he retired. I think it's buddy from Georgia. It's
Yeah.
between him and Dabo Sweeney.
It is. It's Kirby
Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
He signed it 3 days ago. He
Oh, he
signed
just signed a
it.
new
I
contract.
think he's number 6 with that contract he got. He should be 5 or 6 on the highest paid coaches.
Highest paid college coach is Kirby Smart.
Yes.
He signed a 10-year, $130 million year
Yeah.
deal. So that's kind of comparable to what Deion has. Like that's half of that. 5 years, 54. It's kind of comparable a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
because he's getting $10 million a year.
Yeah, $10 million a year.
But I think Kirby Smart contract is so crazy where I think they bought him 2 houses, they bought him a boat. He got a whole bunch of shit.
I think
Right.
Deion has that too.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say.
Yeah,
that's what I was
Yeah,
about to say.
Deion has a ton of incentives
That's-
behind the contract.
That's what I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
that.
but the
Not only
shit-
that, but just the marketing and advertisement shit. I bet you
Yeah, Deion's eating.
No,
Deion's
yeah.
eating.
Deion's eating.
What I was saying was the price that Colorado is paying him
Is nothing compared
is
to
nothing
what these
compared
to what he did to the entire city.
What he's
Oh,
done
for
to
sure.
the town.
I'm not even gonna say the university.
No, just the town.
Just the fucking, you know what I mean? He's just
The fucking
state.
state. Hell
Bro,
yeah, the
they're-
state.
Like
Sure.
the AD was saying, the AD who hired him, like when he said, "We don't have the money, we don't have the $3 million to pay you, but we will get the money."
Right.
Right.
and
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
This, this is
There-
where,
in that same interview, he was like, "There were stars that I would never think I would see in my life
yeah.
that I've given a handshake to
Yeah.
because I've hired Coach Brown."
Right,
yeah.
right, for sure.
Like,
No, it is a big deal. So to your point, I mean, look, if we switch the question around, we said, does the $54 million contract, is that deserved or
man.
or is it not enough? Is it the right number? I think the thing is that we didn't read the contract. We don't know what the back end deals are.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big number is the $54 million cash,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, it's all guaranteed, right? You know, that whole thing. But to your point, I mean, that how much has changed the dynamic of that state in that town, and the amount of celebrities that have came in just to get a glimpse, just to shake 2 seconds this man's hand while they're walking down the field and putting a real huge spectacle into this team. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that you could really put a price tag in it. But
Yeah.
look, I'm actually kind of like thinking a little long term here. Like, why didn't he sign a 10-year deal for 100 and some million, or you know what I mean, or 150 million or whatever?
Maybe
I
he
have
don't wanna be
a
there.
I have a feeling that he's gonna go to the NFL eventually. I think that he's gonna let his kids go to the NFL, get molded, and I think he's gonna let another coach or coaches end up trying to do their thing, and then Pops is gonna come there, wherever team that he's at, to save the day.
Right.
And I think I know that you said that the NFL is, there's
he's definitely gonna go to the league. I just think right now, I
not
don't know.
exactly
Yeah.
right now.
No.
Hey, he's gonna say, son, go out there and be somebody.
Right, for sure.
But I'm gonna tell you, as soon as probably in my 3rd year, your Pops is coming over to take over.
I will say this: if when you're Dion, signing like sometimes like LeBron's done it the last 10 years, right? Signing a 10-year deal fucks you sometimes, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Because you have a
Yeah,
that's a long-term commitment.
It's not even that. It's not even a long-term commitment.
The money in 5 years is gonna be
Oh,
different.
Yeah, every year the money
more
gets
money.
better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Someone's gonna break the record. And
Yeah.
so sometimes signing a 10-year, and then another thing with Prime, like the man's a businessman, bro. Like
For sure.
Yeah, for
After if he, I guarantee you, if Prime wins a national championship
He's out
in
of
5 years, he's
He's out of there.
For sure.
Yeah,
out of
he's
there.
got the legacy.
Didn't he come up with
Forever.
some sunglasses or something? And
He's
made
wearing them.
20
He has
million?
everything.
Yeah,
everything.
and then he make like $20 million in a week or something crazy
that's
like
nothing,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
Those hoodies, those Colorado Nike hoodies, bro.
Fire. Fire.
They made so.
They
bro.
changed the game for Colorado in a year.
Yeah, for sure.
I fuck with it.
So
Anyway.
last thing I'm gonna say, 2 years ago, I went to three college football games 2 years ago. 2 were at ASU, and 1 I went to Oregon versus Colorado because I got a kid I trained that committed to Oregon, and Oregon's always sold out. So I can tell you about the prime effect there, but the prime effect was really felt when I went to the 2 ASU games. I'm gonna tell you why. The first ASU game I went to, it was half the stadium. Well, I remember we drove in. We drove in, parked, boom, walked up, smooth. That next game was when Colorado came. It was my second time seeing Colorado because I watched them in Oregon. Bro, there was so much fucking traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
There was no seats.
Everybody
Everything
went.
was
It was
sold
hot
out.
outside,
It
too,
was
wasn't
so
it?
hot, bro. It
Yeah.
was so, bro. There were so many celebrities. So I got lucky. I got a suite. There were so many celebrities in the suites, bro. And I know this for a fact. Because the kid I coach, his dad's an alumni, big money guy, he donates, right? So both games we were in the suites. Both games. Bro.
It's day and night.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like preseason game versus the Cardinals Super Bowl game. It was just day and night, bro. There was so many women. They weren't like college girls. There were women there, bro.
Right. It was
Bro,
popping.
Oh my
There
God.
was some women, some baddies.
Bro.
Man, what?
brought 'em
Wives.
Bro,
There were wives
It
there.
was so hard to get a drink. Bro, because when you're in the suite, they bring you some
Wives
bullshit
there.
drinks, and then you got to walk to the bar. There's bars for the suites. There was so much
Action.
corporate people there, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like, what is going on?
No, I mean, look, I felt like I read an article a while back that the Dion effect has brought so many the black corporate business high level community together that's like their retreat.
Yes.
Where like all the high black execs in all different industries, not just in sports, right? All came together. Investors at real estate to the crypto guys that and then they're all black, and they're all they kind of came together, started meeting, they're like kind of forming like their own little coalition,
just one little
type of
bubble.
thing,
Yeah.
all because of a football game, because they want to see Dion.
Right.
Because that's what's happening. They all want to be Dion. They all like go to the suites, go to some like private area, and they're all kind of like grouped in there, and that's kind of way they start commingling. And they're kind of like hey,
It's gonna get better because his talent,
It's gonna get better.
the talent on the field,
It's
the
gonna-
product,
And that's why, and
The
that's why,
product.
I think he can do better. That he will do better in college because he can recruit all of
Yeah.
them players to
Yeah.
come and play for him. He's
because
going
they're being handed to him.
he's
Like
going to excel as long
Yeah.
as he's there in
Yeah.
college.
Yep.
He's going
That's
to
a
be
fact.
he's going to be a great football coach. And like Chizo said, every year they're going to get more and more talent.
I think
off
with
of
that said,
dominance.
I think going back to Chizo's point to saying that he wasn't paid enough. Now after we've just kind of just bringing more into this in the light, just actually makes more sense. Should have given him $100 million for 5 years because that's insane. Because I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dion. I've been watching him since he became the coach for Colorado, and it's really cool just to kind of how he's been really being that like leader and like being like a righteous man.
Yeah.
Type of like that's the message. It's a very selfless like approach. Do what you do, but do it for your mans that's next to you, right? Type of thing.
Right.
Do things right, always. And I think like molding the people who are going to college, and like you said, he's molding men.
Yep.
Right? It's not just players, but he says if you're here, we're molding you to be a man.
Right, for sure.
And then he let's say he in 3 years he goes to the NFL and be like, hey, this is a room full of men.
For sure.
Just that same philosophy that I had in college. That's how we're gonna carry ourselves here, And if you don't want to, cool. Hey, I got an owner that supports me. You can get the fuck out of here.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that
You can skedaddle.
Right. Get the fuck
and
up
we
out
and we don't care. We go 4-12 because next year we're gonna be better, and the year after that we can get better. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. Big fan. I like it. He's definitely underpaid. Let's move on though. Speaking of more college, Final Four is set, gentlemen.
Hey.
All number 1 seeds are in it.
That is fucking crazy. Remember last week I talked all that shit. I said, bro, it never happened. Like it never happened before. Like I know I'm pretty sure it has happened before, but like let's say Duke was playing let's say a couple years ago, it'd have been Duke against Iowa State. I'm like, man, ain't no fucking way fucking Duke is about to lose to Iowa State. I'm going with fucking Duke. They're the number 1. Iowa State went like this year, bro. It's crazy.
All the number 1
Everything's
seeds
going
that
on.
started into this tournament are now competing against each other for the Final
And you know
Four.
what's crazy? All of them teams were dominating all year, bro.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, all those teams up there are hella
This is
good.
gonna be. This is like
I'm
the
not-
Super
I'm
And
Bowl of
they all
college.
deserve. All those teams deserve to win the national championship, bro.
100%.
For real, all 4 of those teams deserve to win.
So Auburn goes ahead and plays Florida. Shout out to Florida. Houston, who I actually think is gonna win, is going against Duke. Duke is actually favored here, and
Houston.
Huh?
Are you like Houston to win it all?
I like Houston to win it all.
that boy,
But Duke is actually favored here by 3, and Florida is favored by 2. Actually, let me double check on that. But gentlemen, who is winning this tournament?
So listen, I can't backtrack because at the beginning of the year, I said Auburn was going to win the national championship. So I gotta just stick with my guns because I think they're the deepest team. But fucking Duke, man, them boys is looking like a fucking buzzsaw right now, bro. They've been lighting up everybody. They've been winning by 20. They've been fucking up everybody, bro. So I think I might. I ain't switching, bro. I'm gonna stick with Auburn. But that boy, that light skinned boy that plays for Florida, Clayton Jr.
Monster.
That boy is nice, bro. He's like a Steph Curry, a freaking.
He remind me of a poor man's Dame Lillard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like a Steph Curry and like a Kyrie and a fucking Dame Lillard like mixed into one, bro. Like
He's just I see more Dame.
you see Dame in
I
him?
see he's a jack artist.
For sure. He gonna get
Jack artist,
he
you
gonna
know.
get that bitch up for real. And he gonna make some clutch ass shots when it's really needed. And he never disappoints, bro. He gonna get you 30 every game. Okay, somebody gonna stop this dude. No, the fuck they not. He's gonna go out there and get 30 every single game, bro.
He's like shy.
And he's going and he's gonna go out there and he's gonna hit some tough ass shots. Let me tell y'all something. Do you guys know the difference between a great college player and an NBA player?
No, you tell me.
The ability to make difficult shots.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what turns you. That's what makes you a pro. Like look at even people talk a lot of shit about let's say Russell Westbrook. Watch Russell Westbrook play and look at some of them shots that he fucking make. Some of them pull ups
Difficult
and some of them
shots.
difficult ass layups, circus layups coming down the lane, full speed. Russell Westbrook plays fucking full speed and making crazy ass shots and pull up jumpers, and Kyrie making some crazy ass
Martin. You need no water.
pull up jumpers
Do you
and
have any water?
some of those trick shots. That boy Clayton Jr., bro, he got that ability, bro, to make difficult fucking shots and when it counts, bro.
Can you put up the new graph, please? Look, I mean, the question still remains, gentlemen. Who is winning this tournament?
I know.
I told you, give me Auburn, bro. Just because Duke is the buzzsaw right now. I want to change my shit to Duke, but I'm gonna stick.
Florida
with my
is
guns.
favored here by 2.5 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my guns. I've been saying Auburn all year, then I'm gonna go with Auburn.
I think Florida is the deepest team. If you look at it, Florida's the deepest team. And from they play 10 guys. They got 3 to 4 guys over 7 feet. They're huge, and they have outside my bad. I'm taking Florida to win it all, bro. I'm taking
I
Florida.
gotta
I'm
disagree.
taking
I gotta-
Is that biased though?
I gotta
Because you're
disagree.
from Florida.
I mean,
is that
I'm a Gator fan. I mean, no, I'm not biased.
I gotta
I'm not-
disagree with you on one thing, on two things that you said, Chizo. Duke is the longest team in the pause. Duke is the longest team. I think they're like all average, like 6'8" or something like that. 6'8" wings.
Yeah, that's because of the guards.
Yeah.
But when it comes to them big man, Florida has the most big men on all four of those teams.
Okay, and also too, Florida do play 10 players, but Auburn has 8 starters. That's what I said at the beginning. They got 8 guys that can go out there and start on any team in the NCAA. They rotate 8 starters, so they never lose when they come off the bench. That's what made them tough all year. So
You can say that about Florida too. They're deep.
they're deep, but they're not as talented. But their top 8 is not as talented as
That's true.
Auburn's top 8.
That's
What
true.
we going to see Saturday?
Look, I'm
definitely-
excited either way. Like I want to live stream this. I want to live stream these games.
Yeah.
I think if I'm Duke, I want Auburn. If I'm Houston, I want Auburn.
No, I don't.
I'm telling you.
I think so.
I bet you both teams rather play Auburn than Florida.
You know what's funny? I would rather play Auburn than Florida too, because I'm not saying that Florida can't win this game, because they can, because they got that boy Clay Jr. I think besides what's his name from Duke,
Cooper Flag
Cooper Flag. I think Clay Jr.
is the next NBA. Is the next.
is the next player. So just by having him on your team, bro, he could fucking win the whole game by
The
himself.
only difference, the reason why more people aren't talking about Clayton is because he's a senior. He's been in college. And that's the thing. A lot of these guys, if they've been in school 4 years, no one's talking about them. If Clayton was a freshman,
It's crazy. Like that's like the new norm. If you're a senior,
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
like
that's
you're like
right. Yes.
too old.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
you're ancient now.
If Clayton was a freshman right now,
Everyone would be talking about
doing
him.
what he's doing, it'd be
Between
like
him and Cooper
it's
Flag.
it'd be like who's going to be the number one draft
Right,
pick?
exactly.
Is it Cooper? Is it Flag? Because he's 21 or 22 and Cooper's 18.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a weird like.
It's always been like that for basketball, which is crazy.
It's just dumb.
Where football, it's the opposite.
It is the opposite.
We want the older guy, the more experienced
Right,
guy,
because-
when we draft, because we think the young nigga gonna party when he makes money and go crazy.
That and just because they're just more prepared for the game.
Yeah,
than-
it's more physical
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
You know, they want a
Oh,
kid
yeah, they
that's
got
more
the-
developed.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
but-
they got the experience too. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got
Right.
the XP. So
And what the one thing I don't like about Auburn, and it's hard to say this because they're a great team. I don't know who
their star
Who-
is
who they're gonna go to when shit hit the fan.
for sure.
I've seen, and Florida is the most battle tested in the last 2 weeks. They had to play UConn, who I thought UConn had them. Everybody in the world, shit, even me, I thought they lost against Saturday, whoever they played Saturday. Damn it, they was down 10, bro, with 1 minute and 40 seconds left. And that's like Debo said, bro. You need an NBA player, bro, to make hard shots.
Yeah.
That boy Clayton went off.
Yeah.
So
No, look, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is both of these games are going to be awesome to watch.
Oh, they played Texas Tech. They played Texas Tech.
They was down. Texas Tech dominated that
They
whole
were.
game.
They were.
The-
And that fucking Clayton went the fuck off.
Clayton went the fuck off, and then they've done it twice now, where when they lock in defensively, bro, just like UConn felt like they got cheated. They locked in that last 5 minutes and gave them boys the works.
Yeah, they did.
And you know where the ball's going. There's nothing worse where you know who's going to get the ball, and you still
And you can't fucking stop it, bro. Clay came off some fucking screens, bro.
Bro.
Like he said, Dame or Lillard, like whatever
This
comparison
one
you
I
wanna make.
knew. This one I knew. Texas Tech was in trouble. It was like a minute. It was like 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. They're down 10. These boys ain't panicking. Ain't no arguing. One of the white boys shot the three. Boom, hit off. He missed it. Clayton come out of nowhere. He grabs it. His back's to the basket. He takes 2 dribbles. I'm like, where are you going? The back, bro, turn around and put it back up. He takes 2 dribbles and pulls it off super Dame here, bro. He never looked at the goal and chucked that bitch.
Just turned around
And chucked it 3.
Right.
And at that moment, and once this is when I knew
they fucked up.
Texas Tech fucked up. When Clayton shot the ball, both the big men just started running down. They
God.
ran on defense. They didn't even go.
I gotta watch that.
Bro,
I gotta
see
watch
it, bro.
They knew it was good.
They knew.
Right,
They
listen,
seen it
bro.
there.
I'm gonna have to-
Number 10 shot the 3, missed it.
I'm gonna
Clayton
have to
grabs
pull
it.
that clip up.
Bro, both their 7-footers starts trailing down field. Dog, start trailing down court, bro.
Yeah, they did.
To set up defense.
All right.
And that's when I was like, oh shit, they're about, bro. And I went. Guess what I did?
Put money
Screenshot
line
it.
though.
Come on, dog. I went and put money on the money line. I seen it.
Money line though.
All right. It's all said and done. Listen,
Who
my
you
boy,
got?
I got Houston. I'm sticking with Houston since day one.
They got the hardest schedule.
I
And the
like
hardest
Houston.
route.
The adversity that they have been dealing with.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by
I
Holland.
love Houston. I'm sticking with it.
Man, oh, come on now.
We got Auburn.
David's big
So
time
nobody
brawl
got
now
good.
in the front row.
Gotta stay,
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
you gotta stay out of the crowd.
But I'm trying to stick to my game. I want
This
to
is
take
not good.
This is like a
I mean, Arizona
This has
gave
been
them
building
fight until
on the last
two
handful of
minutes the game.
possessions.
Let's keep it a buck.
They still lost my time.
That's like mine.
Nas Reed had taken exception to Holland and was wagging a finger in his face. This crowd.
That was the only close game that
I
they
ask you
played.
guys this: who has the best coach out of the 4 teams left?
Jeez.
I like Florida's coach.
The young gun,
I gotta go with Duke. What's his name? Sire or something like that?
John Shire.
Yeah, John Shire.
He's good too.
Yeah, they called him White Chocolate from Chicago.
Yeah.
It was a monster.
Yeah, for sure. I
He
gotta,
gave Pat Beverly 43 in high school. Gave Derrick Rose 49.
yeah, he did. I gotta go with John Shire.
Okay, we're going Shire.
I fuck with it. Next slide. Moving on
Ron
to
Holland was a really good high school
NBA.
player. Good fake.
Reed
Gentlemen,
turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man,
In the world of basketball, the NBA, man, we've gotten some sad news. And one of them is Damian Lillard is out
Big time brawl
indefinitely
now in the front row.
due to a stink
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
thrombosis. It's a blood clot in
stay
his
out of
right
the crowd.
calf and is out indefinitely
This is
for the
not
rest of
good.
the season. And the Bucks
This has been building on the last handful of possessions.
On the Bucks are squad, they demolished the steam fly, hibachi, they smoke, they demolish their. It's a debacle. It's over with, bro.
disintegrated.
Nigga, their Bucks meat. There's. It's over with for them boys.
It's
man.
toast.
They toast, bro. And the reason why, obviously, I don't even want to talk about this because I just hate that the trade. I'm gonna just go all the way back to the Drew Holiday trade. They should have never, ever, ever, ever did that, bro. And it's just backfiring in their face, bro. Like, come on, man. And it looked like for a minute that they were kind of contenders because I like how they got the boy. What's his name? Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, KBJ.
KBJ
From
been
the Clippers.
Man, he been balling.
He's been
Even
balling.
Kuzma came
Oh,
in.
Kuzma, too.
Kuzma came in
play.
doing his thing. Fucking Lopez. They started turning their season around. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, the
Holland
Bucks
was a
might
really good
not
high
win
school
it.
player. Good fake.
Reed
might go
turned
Kyle
the corner and
You
is
don't want
fouled by
to see him.
Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
now they're
Going
going
like
like
the
Lillard.
Bucks, and now Lillard going.
David's-
You're just asking for
Big time brawl now in the front row. It's going to take a lot to break this up.
Another team, or
gotta stay out of the crowd.
one or two players to step up
This is
to
not
give you
good.
another 12, right?
The most important thing,
This has been building.
player that when you need
Exactly,
that,
'cause
when you
now
need
you don't
that
have that
shot,
no
you
more.
missing that Clay.
Yeah,
Thompson.
you don't have that
missing
no
that
more.
Steph Curry. Now you need somebody that's
Yeah.
gonna hit some crazy shit
Yeah.
to keep
That's
you
not
in the game.
that's not
or
afraid to
win the
take
game.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
not even wants the ball. Who
Yeah.
wants the ball? Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
2
who's
seconds
gonna-
left. Give it to me.
Give it to me. Where I'm shooting from? Half court.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, it's all net.
It's going in.
Close your eyes. Yeah.
Close.
Close your eyes. Watch this. now you missing that. You
Yeah,
know what
you
I mean?
are.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what the Bucks is missing, man. And that's
Yeah.
what they were banking on by bringing them in.
Yeah.
I understand, but me, offense wins games, defense wins championships. I always hated the trade. I said it out the gate. Everyone said, the Bucks got Dame Lillard. Oh, fuck that.
It's definitely a heartbreak for. I'm not a Bucks fan, but just as a basketball fan in general, knowing that the Bucks are going to the playoffs and there isn't a Damian Lillard in there, it just kind of like sucks. Chizo, how do you feel about it? Are the Bucks cooked without Lillard?
I wouldn't say they're cooked. I mean, is Giannis dead?
No, he's still
The
alive.
third best player in the NBA is still alive, right?
He's still alive and well.
And well, hey, so I love Dame and all, but
What do you think? Like, it just brings so much more pressure on Giannis now.
that's why they pay him the big bucks. That's why he's the guy, the Greek freak. I like Kevin Porter. I think Kevin Porter he's a good tweener guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought Kyle Kuzma's. I thought
Since he left the
doing his
Wizards,
thing.
he is balling.
You start
Yeah.
the ball when you got something to play for.
Yeah,
That's
for
good.
real.
You know
That
what
is
I
true.
mean?
KPJ,
You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
true.
he's
That
been
is true.
balling. I think
KPJ bought. He
Those
he
two
bought
are
out
kinda,
everywhere. KPJ
What's
just
the
played with
other
a lot of
guy? I
heart.
think he's in his second year, number 44. Ain't he the backup point guard? What's the number? Is it number 44?
44, no.
What's the
The
guy?
white boy?
Nah, black kid, light skinned.
Oh,
Got the little afro. What's his name?
I forgot his name. You
Hey,
looking it up,
man.
Xander?
I look it up.
You fuck niggas got to step up, man.
Yeah, for real.
It's time. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you
Bro,
this, Chief.
like,
Can the Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA championship this year with Dame Lillard out for the rest of the season?
No.
I'm asking Chizo.
Oh. You said number 44,
Can
Andre
they-
Andre Jackson Jr.
Jackson. He's a
Jackson.
shooting guard?
He's a guard.
Your guard.
He's a
Yeah,
guard.
he's been balling too. Though. Can they win a championship this year?
It's gonna be tough. I can see them going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think Giannis.
Hell.
Eastern Conference, bro. The East
Stop
is
it.
not, bro. The East is not that nice, bro. It's two teams, bro.
Okay,
Let's be honest. the
Without
Knicks-
Dame, I don't know.
The
I don't
Knicks-
know about the conference.
the
conference
Knicks-
It's the
finals.
Cavs and the fucking Boston Celtics.
That's what I'm saying.
Relax.
It's two teams, right? Those are the two teams.
Right.
Outside of the rest, bro, listen, man. Giannis turns up, bro. You get 2022 Giannis, bro. Ain't matter who was around, bro. They put 4 other niggas on the court, man. Matter of fact, you stay at the top of the key. You stay at the corner. You stay at the corner, and you nigga. I mean,
You knock down threes, wide open
knock
threes.
down threes and grab boards.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, when that choo-choo train was coming down, bro, bro, it was nothing to play with, bro. 2022 Giannis was it was like he was on one of those Dirk runs, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And y'all niggas out here grab rebounds.
And hit these open threes.
Come on, man,
Shut
but-
the fuck up.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're gonna win, but I mean, they got a puncher's chance.
You got a shot.
When you got a great NBA player, you got a chance, bro.
Sure, I'll give you that. And they won a championship before.
Yeah,
So
I mean, you know
they
what
got
I'm
a
saying?
chance, but I'm not putting no money on them.
Yeah, no. I
I
think,
wouldn't put no money on
Yeah,
them.
they're cooked, and that just kind of
I
just
wouldn't
serves
say they're cooked.
that just serves my point. They're cooked. I mean, look,
They're not winning.
They're not winning. They're not winning.
They're cooked as far as winning the.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they're cooked, yeah,
I'm gonna tell you who else is cooked from not even making the playoffs. The Phoenix Suns. Are we gonna talk about that?
Next slide.
Ron Holland was
No.
a really
Like
good
I
high school
said.
player.
Next slide.
Reed turned the corner and is
So-
fouled by
So,
Holland.
so yesterday, KD ended up rolling his
come
ankle
on
and could potentially be missing some time. Suns ended up getting
David-
destroyed yesterday by the Rockets.
Big time brawl now in the front row.
You gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You gotta stay out of the crowd. This is not good.
Oh, one thing I hate.
This has been building on the left.
I hate these fucking low-level shoes, bro. Like
The ankle
no
shoes?
ankle supports. Like I know Kobe made it cool because at first most guys was
I
playing.
feel like
the
Allen Iverson made it cool first.
Nah, AI had the
didn't play-
middies.
Yeah, AI played.
AI
He
had
did in the
middies,
beginning
yeah.
of this season. I bought some because he did,
Yeah, for sure.
and then he had his own shoe, which was
he
not
went
a
for the low top.
it was a mid.
Yeah,
the mid-
most
yeah, the
His actual
middies.
shoe was a mid, but he was playing in lows.
And Lowe's, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember Allen Iverson.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
Big time brawl now in the front row. It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You
gotta stay out of the crowd.
Every single time I play the Lord.
This is not good.
Bro, I roll my ankle every
This
time.
has been building
I never got
on the last handful of possessions.
I did see a lot of my players, my friends.
I'll tell you what it is. I've had a few things in this. I had a high ankle sprain, I tore my ACL, right? And I just looked at my knee. Right? Football, man.
Nas
I would
Reed
tell
taking
you
exception
guys
to
right
Holland
here,
and was wagging a finger in his
High
face.
ankle sprain.
This crowd.
Hurts so fucking much, bro. It's the worst, bro. I think, like my ACL rehab and shit was hard. The kneecap popped. It was a little pain.
Yeah.
But when you roll a high ankle sprain,
It hurt all the way up here.
oh my god,
It hurt up here.
It hurt once it happened.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
hurt a little bit more, but that next morning, oh my god, oh my.
All right, we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap this. I'm gonna 2-minute drill, all right? Because we
All
got
right,
a
go
client outside. So next slide.
Shit.
Ron Holland was a really good high school
Grizzlies
player.
end up parting ways with
Turn the
their head
corner,
coach
it's fouled
randomly
by
on a
Holland.
Saturday. He said bye.
Man,
I don't understand. You guys are on the 5th seed in the West, and you just get rid of your coach. At this point, this man had
Big time brawl now
this had
in the
meant to
front
go.
row.
Fuck the owner's wife.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
I know we gotta go, but
you gotta stay out of the
I don't
crowd.
know. Obviously, when you say that,
This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions.
Yeah, all right, appreciate it. Next slide.
Ron Holland was a really good high school
Timberwolves
player.
ended up fighting the Pistons
Reed
yesterday.
turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Another fight. Now, after you watch the video, it's really just like a bunch of shoving and pushing and stuff like that. No one really like threw a blow or anything like that. It's supposed to be like the 7
Big
people got
time
ended
brawl
up
now
ejected
in the
over
front
this game.
row. It's going to take a lot to break this up.
Suspensions here, but
gotta stay out of
whatever.
the crowd.
Keep this up.
This is not good.
Because not only this, there was actually a scuffle yesterday between Kevin Durant
This has
and
been
Dylan
building
Brooks and Dylan Brooks
on the
was
last
getting
handful of
yesterday.
possessions.
So I say just keep this shit up. I like the tension. Makes me want to watch more on like what the fuck happened. I can't wait to watch the Pistons because they're instigators. Next slide.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player.
Next slide.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
I love the Detroit.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player.
Reed turned the corner
Is
and
this
is fouled by Holland.
the bracket?
Man, oh come on.
Is the final 10? Anything you switch? The last week of
David-
basketball.
Big time brawl now in the front row.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You gotta stay out of the
I
crowd.
don't know about AC. Maybe 19.
This is not good.
This has been building
No, there's only
on the
like
last handful of
I
possessions.
think it was less than 10. Next slide. Western
Ron
Conference.
Holland was a really good high school player.
Is this the bracket?
Reed
Phoenix
turned the
Suns is
corner
now
and
on
is
the
fouled
11th,
by
and they just
Holland.
lost KD. Cooked.
Man, oh come
Cooked,
on.
fried, smoked, disintegrated. Yo, the fact that the Dallas Mavericks without Kyrie,
Big time
Is
brawl now in the front row.
diabolical.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this
I
up.
think this is the bracket.
You gotta stay out of the crowd.
I have a feeling
This is
Memphis
not
might go
good.
down in the 6th spot. I think that's it. And Golden State wins that.
This has been building
That's about
on the last handful of possessions.
Gentlemen, that concludes our show.
Hey,
We did
out,
it.
man. Good
Hey
job,
man, I
fellas.
appreciate everybody that came in and joined the show. Until next time, we'll cover every week sports. Shout out to the gang. Thank you for coming. Until next time, welcome to Wager Chasers, you bitch.
Yeah, Marty, show the clip. True. John got weak knees. Like, they didn't have the nerve to be $200. I'm like, bro, these are trash, bro. I'm not wearing these. I'm taking these back.
I said the Grizzlies have shooters.
She's above Netflix, so $12 a month. That's mellow ball.